the planets in the solar system have moons. Oh no, there is also a planet that doesn't have moon. However, there are different numbers of moon orbiting each planet. But what would happen if there was no moon? Well, stay tuned to Gateway to Knowledge to know what would happen if Earth didn't have its own moon. The moon holds a significant relationship with the earth, and if there was no moon, our daily lives as humans would significantly change. The first and the most obvious change would be during the night time. Nights would be unbelievably darker as the moon provides light to the earth during the night hours by reflecting light from the sun. Scientists suggest that without human made lighting, we would not be able to see the hands in front of our face without the moon during the night time. However, not only the nights would be darker, but our days would change as well. Just like the earth exerts a gravitational pull, the moon also exerts a gravitational pull on the earth. The moon pulls on the earth and slows down the earth's rotation, and the moon's pull creates a bulge near the earth's equator, which means that there is a lower level of water at the poles. Moreover, the moon's gravity causes the ocean on our planet to rise and fall. As the water moves, there is a slight friction between the moving water and the spinning earth. This friction causes the earth's rotation to slow slightly. If there was no moon, then the water might spread across the planet equally and reduce the amount of friction. This means that the earth would not slow, which then means that the hours of our days would change. Suddenly, without the moon, our days would last between 6 and 12 hours rather than the 24 hours we experience now. And if our days become this short, then we would have significantly more days in our calendar year. Instead of 365 days in a year, we should have over 1,000 days. Since the moon affects the altitude and the movement of Earth's water, our ocean tides would also get shrink. High tide occurs when the ocean bulges towards the moon, or where the moon pulls the ocean toward it. On the opposite side of our planet, the ocean bulges away from the moon, creating another high tide. The low tides occur on the either side of the bulges. Remember that the earth is rotating, so high tides become low tide as the earth turns. Scientists suggest that without the moon, tides would be one-third of the size they are now. High tides would be much smaller than they are now, and the low tides would become even smaller. This is because the sun would be influencing the tide and not the moon. However, the sun has a weaker pull which would decrease the tide. Moreover, the change in the earth's rotational speed and a change in the earth's tilt would also affect the earth's weather pattern. If the moon slows down the earth's rotation, then the moon also affects the wind and the wind speeds on our planet, and we would have much faster and stronger winds without the moon. Additionally, we might see a change entirely in the seasons. The moon affects the angle of the earth's tilt, which means that our planet leans slightly to one side as it sits in space. The tilt creates a changing that are known as weathers and seasons. Without the pull of the moon, this tilt would change. Either the tilt would become extreme, leading to the extreme and severe seasons, or the tilt would decrease, and we would see almost no seasons at all. So the moon influences life as we know it on Earth. It influences our oceans, weathers, and the hours in our days. Without the moon, tides would fall, nights would become darker, seasons would change, and the length of our days would also alter. So to keep yourself aware about more interesting facts and information, do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified about my latest videos.